So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 81 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action now, Cousins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Cousins. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Edmonds a first down and more. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run with Edmonds. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw, and that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey.
Murray now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Prater's kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down and 8. Off the play fake, Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a throw here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Cook with a first down and much more. And down to the 27-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Oh, what a catch there by Thielen. A very solid gain of 27. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Murray. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's got one of the strongest arms in the league. Some people may say the strongest, but that can also have a downside occasionally, and here he's intercepted.
Yeah, when we talk about strong arms, being able to throw it deep downfield doesn't necessarily take the strongest. It takes more of the timing type of a quarterback. And it's great to be able to take your shot, but when it hangs up there just a bit too long, you put it in jeopardy. And in this case, that was intercepted.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins drops this off with Nwangu. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back knocked to the ground. This time Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Play fake. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Murray. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Line 55. Hey.
To throw again on second down. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun now from Murray. And this one is incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on second and 10. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1. Mike's by 4. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check nickel.
Murray now. Able to find Isabella. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Watch the run. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Murray to air it out again. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On second down, it's Cook again. Cook, a first down and more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down at 4. Play action now. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Back to throw, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. With the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Jordan Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.